What's going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to the Pixel Lab channel, where we explore all the tools available in our roster and try to make your life easier. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to achieve one of the most requested things since AI became a thing: character consistency. I'm going to be showing you how to create a character, create more characters in the same style as that first one, and animate them. So here in the Pixel Lab website, we can see a couple of different tabs we can choose to create different types of assets. Today we'll start with the character creator. I'm going to start by prompting for a new character. I'll prompt for a brave prince wearing a red cape and a black hood, brown pants, no held items, and I'll hit the enhance prompt button. Next, we can choose the camera view for the character. Then we got the sprite size, the outline style, and the detail amount. So I'll hit generate. And there we go, a pretty nice adventurer. So now if I click him, we can see a new page where we can see the rotation looping, and we can start animating the character or add states. The first thing I'm going to do is go to edit in Pixelorama. Why, you may ask? To clean up the player rotations and make sure it's all neat before we animate it. Okay, so now that that's done, I'll hit save to character creator and we can move on. I lied, we're not animating yet. Let's try to make some more characters with the same style as our adventurer. I'm going to select the character with the selection tool, not the whole canvas, but as close as I can to the character, because this is the optimal way to paste it into the next tool we're going to use. So with the character copied, I'm going to go to the Creator tab, and I'm going to go to the Create from Style Reference Pro tool. And here I'm going to paste the character from the clipboard. Now I'm going to prompt for a woman farmer, woman witch, male knight wearing a metal armor, old man wearing a robe, anthropomorphic red dragon wearing a kimono, no held items. I'll click remove background and hit generate. There we go. We got a sprite sheet of new characters, which are pretty decent. Now another thing we can do is we can grab the characters that we like from our sprite sheet and we can use those as style references too. That way we have more style references and the model has more context on how they should look. So I'm going to prompt for a fantasy game cast, different characters and outfits. Hit generate and let's see what we got. Pretty nice. So as you can see, some characters might have some artifacts or some straight pixels. So the next thing I would do before we start rotating the characters and actually start animating is to go to edit in Pixelorama and clean them up. So let's do that. Alright, so now that that's done, it's time to rotate the characters. So how do we do this? In our gallery view, if we press the play button, we see each frame by itself. In that view, we hit the create character button right up here. I'm going to prompt warrior with an axe and choose the perspective and hit generate. Same thing with the farmer. I'll click create character, prompt for a farmer in a green dress, choose perspective and hit generate. So I'll repeat that same process with the purple dress witch and a couple more characters, and we'll be back with our generated cast. Alright, I'm back. Cool, so we got a full cast of characters for our little imaginary game. So let's start with the main character. I'm going to click the red cape prince, and the first thing I'll do is make some new states. You can check out our video on character states if you want to learn more on that. But yeah, I'll hit create state and prompt for a mid-walk state and one more for mid-run. And while that's generating, I'll start animating our idle state. So I'll hit add your animation. As you can see, we got animation templates that you can use, but I would recommend using the custom animation V3. You also have the Pro Animation tool, but V3 is cheaper, better, and allows for more frames. Anyhow, custom animation V3, and I'll prompt for idle, breathing, really subtle, no extra stuff, loop. And I'll hit the enhance prompt button. Here you can choose the amount of frames you want the animation to have. I'll choose 6, and I'll keep the idle frame on, but you can disable it as well. And look at these nice idle animations. Keep in mind, I clean them up. So let's do that for our walk state. Now that that's done, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Edit in Pixelorama and clean it up so our animations have a clean start frame. Now that we're done cleaning it up, I'll hit Add Animation, hit Custom Animation V3, and prompt for a walk loop. I'll hit Enhance Prompt, and I'll choose 8 frames. Quick note, keep the first frame enabled for looping animations like walking or running. It helps the animation loop smoothly back to the starting pose. For non-looping animations like attacks or one-time actions, you can usually turn it off. So I'll hit Generate and start the other directions up as well. Alright, so south is done, pretty nice. I'll go to Edit in Pixelorama and clean any weird pixels I might find, but I'm pretty happy with the animation. And as you can see, the other 2 directions are also looping nicely. So 9 frames or any uneven number will also work. It's a matter of preference at this point. So I'll keep making the other directions and I'll mirror the ones that are already generated and that can be mirrored. And once they're generated, I'm also going to clean them up, of course. Before you mirror an animation, make sure you clean the animation that you are going to mirror so it doesn't mirror a bad animation. Also keep in mind, you can retry generations. So if you didn't like one, you can just hit the retry button and it'll regenerate. And there we have the cleaned up animations. Now I'll do one direction for the mid-run state, just so you get the feeling of what the workflow would be. It will be a really repetitive but productive process, and we'll move on to another character. So it's the same deal. Clean up your character, all the 8 rotations before you animate, use the custom V3 animation model, prompt something simple like run and sprint loop, and use the enhance prompt button and just generate. Here I tested both the animation with 9 frames by leaving the first frame on, and with just 8 frames. And as you can see, they're both looping. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Alright, so let's move on to our Savage Man with an Axe. If you didn't know, you can also rename your character just by clicking the name. And you can also add tags for your characters so they all have the same tag and you can filter through them more easily in the character creator. Cool, so let's create a new state for our dude. But before that, of course, what do we do first? That's right, clean it up. Alrighty, so now that we cleaned it up, let's do a quick idle animation, just for the ha-has. I'll prompt for an idle breathing settle animation, and I'll hit the enhance prompt button, and I'll do 8 frames with the first frame on. While that's generating, let's create a new state. So I'll do mid-walk and keep the colors from the reference image. And cool, we got our mid-walk state. We'll clean it up in a second, and let's check out our idle animation. I like it, but we need to clean it up. So let's do that. Let's hit Edit in Pixelorama, and let's clean that so it's a really nice idle animation. So the next thing would be to do the same process we did with our main character with this character. With our mid-walk state cleaned up, we go to Animate and we prompt for a walk loop and hit the prompt enhancer and generate. And then I'll cue the other directions as well. Once the generations are done, I'll go ahead and clean them up. But here we can see some animations are kind of harder to do, like the east and west or northeast, so they required a bit more manual work. But it's still an easy task compared to animating the whole thing. And to end the video, let's do one more character and let's try to do the purple dress switch. I'll clean up the original rotation and now I'll create a state and I'll prompt sleeping while standing, and another state where she's performing a spell with her arms out. Alright, so let's try to animate our sleeping state. I'll prompt for a sleeping idle breathing loop and hit the enhance prompt button. And cool, we got really nice animations. Just a bit of cleanup and we should be good to go. I think that's good for today. Let me know in the comments if you want to see how the light spell came out, and I'll post it in the Discord. If you feel like you learned something today, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.